Hey guys, got a quick video on how to replace the spark plugs on a Jeep Patriot. First, go ahead and pop your hood. So once you get your hood popped, go ahead and remove this engine cover here. Just lift up on each four corners there. Just pops right off. Just like that. You got these little locking tabs that lock into place on those. So with that engine cover out of the way, now you can see we got access to all four coils and spark plugs. Really easy to get to on this vehicle. But first I'm gonna go ahead and take some compressed air. You can see all this dirt and debris. I'm gonna go ahead and blow that out so none of that falls down into the spark plug holes. So the way I like to do it is just do one cylinder at a time. So you got your coil plug here. What you can do is just press down on it, this little tab here, and then pull that out like that. And then you can take a Torx T30 screwdriver or a socket and go ahead and unscrew the coil hold down screw there. And then just go ahead and pull this coil out. The boot should come out with it, just like that. And I'm going to take some more compressed air and just blow in there before we pull the spark plug out. So if you take a look, you can see the spark plug down in the hole there. And to get that out, what you want to use is a 5/8 spark plug socket. And the spark plug sockets have a little black O-ring inside, which will help grip the spark plug and pull it out once we get it unscrewed. So go ahead and drop your socket and your extension down in here. And you kind of got to just turn it a little bit and it'll kind of lock on to the spark plug. And let's go ahead and loosen this up. Once you get that loosened up enough, you should be able to turn it by hand. And then go ahead and bring your spark plug up. So there's our spark plug. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our old plug and then our new ones here. So the one I pulled out is a NGK, and you can see it really doesn't look that bad. So I'm not sure if these are originals or not. Usually the Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler use Champion plugs or Mopar. So like I said, I'm not sure if these have been replaced before, but this does have, it's only right at 56,000 miles on it. So, but what I'm going to be putting in is these NGK Ruthenium, I think is how you say that, HX, ultra high ignitability spark plugs. This is probably the top of the line NGK plugs. And these do come pre-gapped, so you don't have to gap them. And there's the part number 95839, and you can see I got 4 of them. I'll put a link in the description for them. Just go ahead and pull these out. And like I said, these come pre-gapped, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you need to gap them, I believe it's 0.044 inches is what you want to gap them at. And then what I like to use is just some anti-seize here. And I'll just coat the threads a little bit here. You don't need too much because it'll work itself in. Just put a little bit on these threads here and then just kind of mix it in. And then we'll go ahead and put this in the vehicle. So then go ahead and take your new plug here and your spark plug socket. You can just kind of push this in there, lock it into that rubber O-ring in there. And then you can go ahead and, you don't want to drop this down in there, just kind of feed it down in there. And then you'll want to just start turning this by hand. You always want to start these by hand because you don't want to cross thread these. So go ahead and screw it in by hand until you can't go no more. And let me go ahead and grab our torque wrench. So grab your torque wrench, and we're going to torque these to 15 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and keep tightening so you can hit the 15 foot-pound mark. Right there. Go and lift up. Next, what I like to do is take you a little dielectric grease. I'll put a link in the description for this as well. take your coil boot here. What you'll do, just put a little bit of this in here. Just kind of like that, don't need much. And then let's go ahead and put our coil back in here. Let's go ahead and stick that down in the hole there. And then just kind of push down on it. And then grab your Torx T30 screw for your coil. And stick that on there. Go ahead and tighten that up. Just like that. And then go ahead and put your connector back on here. You'll hear it click, just like that. You know it's on there. So let's go ahead and move on to the other three here. Okay guys, so as you saw, I got those other three all done, and it's as easy as that. You can do all four of these spark plugs probably in 5-10 minutes the most. That's all it takes. Super easy on this engine. So once you get all those done, go ahead and grab your engine cover here, and you can line up the rubber grommets to those tabs there. Just watch your fuel line hose here. Go ahead and bring this down. Make sure your oil fill cap and your dipstick poke through. And then you should be able to just kind of snap this in place. You can hear it kind of pop into place like that. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and start it just to make sure everything's good. And as you can see, seems to be running just fine. RPMs look good, no check engine light or anything. So we should be good. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the video. Again, this was a 2013 Jeep Patriot 2.4 liter. Went ahead and replaced all four spark plugs. Very simple job to do on these cars. Takes you maybe 15 minutes tops. And hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, why don't you subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.